Peace. What's happening, good people? This Gift here for Pay Us No Mind, and we're answering the question, why are NFTs valuable? Well, two reasons: scarcity and proof of ownership. Now, when it comes to scarcity, there's two aspects of it. One is the fact that NFTs can be limited, where you could say, I'm going to make my album in NFT, but there's only going to be 10 minted, where, people can't get anymore after those 10 are sold, and they got to buy it from the 10 people that bought it. And limited supply, high demand, that increases the value. But on the other end, you have the fact that NFTs in a way are inherently scarce because of the fact that it's like people. Every day millions of people are born, but each person is an individual. So NFTs, even if you make mint 5 copies of the same album, each NFT, each copy of that album as an NFT carries a unique identifier, and it is not the same as the next copy. So there is only one number 1. There is only one number 2. There is only one number 3. There is only one number 4, and so on. So even though there are 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 copies of that NFT, each version is unique and carries the value of being that version. So number 1 carries more value than number 2. Number 2 carries more value than number 3, and so on and so forth. Now, when it comes to proof of ownership, all of these transactions and the creation of these NFTs and the transferring of NFTs to one person to the other is all stored in a public record on something called the blockchain, which is a chain of records of transactions stored in blocks. So you have this record of all of these transactions, and it's public and it's decentralized, meaning that nobody owns it, and it's immutable, so it can't be changed. Nobody can go in there and claim to be or put themselves down as the owner of the first copy of an NFT if there is already a owner of a first copy of an NFT. There can only be one first copy. So you think about it from the standpoint of like a folder on your computer. You got a folder on your computer. That folder has a file in it titled 123. If you try to drop another file into that folder titled 123, your computer is going to tell you, hey, you already have a file in here titled 123. Rename this file. And that's the way that it works with the blockchain. You cannot drag or put another duplicate of the same record on the chain. So it's immutable, it's public, nobody owns it, and you have proof that you are the owner of the number 1 copy of an NFT. So it's like, let's say you were the first person to buy the first copy of the first Beatles album ever made. Yes, the Beatles have sold millions of records worldwide. They could have sold millions of copies of the record that you have, but you have the first, and that carries value. Thank you for watching Pay Us No Mind. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and check the description box for information on how you can gain access to exclusive content and Pay Us No Mind tokens by becoming a member of our newsletter and joining our Discord community.